7 Day Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc Lions Den basketball community. In this case, smash the like button, hit the subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, make sure you share the video. So y'all know, but I've been on kind of a Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe tirade as of late, and I've been cooking and doing a lot of videos on these two individuals. Now, my main issue is this guy, Skip Bayless. Many people want to know what's my issue with Skip, besides his extreme hatred for Russell Westbrook, and what's my issue with Skip, all right? And I'm going to break that down. Hopefully, this gives you some clarity as to what my issue is with this guy, all right? Skip Bayless is very arrogant. He's a male Karen, okay? He's the type of guy who can dish it out but can't take it. He plays the victim. You know how Karens do, all right? Skip Bayless is obsessed, and I mean obsessed, with the destruction of black athletes, okay? He always has been. He always has been obsessed with destroying black athletes. This is an old school picture of Skip Bayless from back in the day, when he was, beat writing and all that kind of stuff like that. But I'm going to share some with y'all that many of you who defend Skip Bayless probably haven't seen or just don't know about. I want y'all to hear the racially charged, subliminal racial rant from Skip Bayless talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, okay? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wrote a book about his life and about the racism that he and his people, being black folks, have endured in this country. And Skip Bayless feels that, hey, you're rich. You're 7 foot tall. You got physical gifts. You can't complain about nothing. Sounds a lot like Greta Van Susteren and the rest of them, right? They'll be on Fox News. But this is Skip Bayless. This is who he really is. So let's take a look at this article that y'all might not have seen. This is actually a snippet of an article Skip Bayless wrote in 1983, if I'm not mistaken, when he worked for the Dallas Times-Herald. It says, to be honest, all right, because he was supposed to do an interview with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It says, to be honest, as Kareem surely would be, I was relieved he wasn't around for our 1:15 p.m. interview. After reading his new autobiography, Giant Steps, I was in no mood to play reporter to this racially tormented giant. Besides, I want to tell you exactly what I think about the book and the man. Frankly, if he had allowed me a half hour of his wisdom, my objectivity might have been colored, if you'd pardon the pun, Kareem. Okay? I mean, that alone, right there, should be enough for you to understand who Skip Bayless really is. That might be colored, if you pardon the pun, but I know Skip gonna have his little Negro cheerleaders, little groupies. It's gonna be, oh man, Skip, leave Skip alone, whatever. So the article is right there, the snippet. You can read it for yourself, but that's your guy, Skip Bayless. This is who he really is. Now, let's further prove the point that I've been trying to make about Skip Bayless. Let's further prove the point. Once we look at from the top of our head, right, think about some black athletes that Skip Bayless has went in on, right? We know, of course, he's going in on LeBron James. He made a career on television, destroying LeBron James before the kid even got started. As soon as he got in the league, Skip Bayless is just tormenting the dude, destroying him, right? We've seen what he's currently doing now to Russell Westbrook, okay? And he's getting away with it because he's programmed and brainwashed so many people. See, let me tell you how brainwashing works. When you can take a child, okay? Children are like sponges, right? You can take a child, and And if you want that child to have great self-esteem about themselves, you instill self-esteem in them. You instill pride in them. You tell them how smart they are, how proud of how proud of them you are, right? How beautiful they are, how handsome they are, so on and so forth. That's if you want a child to have good self-esteem and feel good about themselves when they wake up in the morning and walk out the door, right? Now, on the other hand, if you are an evil, wicked person and you want a child to hate themselves, you want to destroy that child, you do the opposite, right? Oh, you just like your father. Oh, you so dumb. Oh, you get on my nerve. Can't do nothing right. You know what I'm saying, right? That's programming. That's mental torture. You're training somebody to be defeated. Skip very well understands this, right? He takes pride in tormenting these black athletes. He wants to see, it's like a psychological game of like jigsaw, you know. He wants to see who's smarter, me or this athlete. Can I torment him? Can I manipulate the fans? As you recently seen him just do with Giannis, right? Now, everybody likes Giannis. Giannis don't cause no trouble. He just go out there and play. Hard-working guy. Skip is jealous of him. He's jealous of Giannis' physical gifts. He hates the fact that people like Giannis. So he attacks him. Anything Giannis does that gets praise, Skip is on the opposite end of it, trying to destroy it. Skip just recently put out something purposely misleading the public, telling you that Giannis was disrespecting or taking a jab at Kevin Durant without giving you context that Giannis didn't even write the joke. He was reading the script. He didn't tell you that what Giannis said right after he said that. He purposely left out all this information of Giannis' appearance on The Daily Show. He did it on purpose. Totally did it on purpose. That's what I mean by manipulation. If anybody listens to Skip Bayless on Undisputed and listen to him talk about Russell Westbrook, you'll hear the same script. He's drilling it over and over again in your head. He'll tell you about his shooting percentages. Oh, he's shooting 30%. Oh, he's the worst three-point shooter. Statistically, he's doing this and he's doing that. Oh, and he still leads the league in turnovers. If you factor in the part that if he plays 36 minutes, he leads. I even hear people in the chat repeating Skip's stats. That's programming. See, people think they're smart and they think they're witty, right? But these guys who, like Skip Bayless, have been around manipulating the public for years. Okay? Walter Williams once said, "He who writes history controls history." And this is why I'm always on Skip Bayless. I'm not letting him off the hook because the masses just hear what he got to say. You either agree or disagree with him, but you take it in stride. But what you're forgetting, he's already implanted certain things in your mind, in your psyche. So now you can't even watch a basketball game because you're thinking about Skip. Now you can't watch the Lakers play like when Russ was with the Lakers. You can't just enjoy the Lakers game and watch who's doing what. You're watching Russ to see if Russ is going to have a turnover, see if Russ is going to miss a shot, right? So then when Russ does miss a shot, you say, "Oh, look at this dude here." If Russ does have a turnover, "Oh, look at this dude here," right? Because he's already programmed you and trained you to react that way. It's similar to the way white supremacists train their children in society to view black people in general. Well, you got to watch those black folks because you know they commit a lot of crimes. If you look at the statistics, and the statistics say blacks commit more crimes than whites. If you look at the statistics, it says this, it says that. And that leads to racial profiling. That leads to some random white woman clenching her purse when she sees a black man walking across the street. That all comes from programming. And y'all co-sign it when it's funny to you. You see? But Skip Bayless is a part of that generation. He's a part of that same issue. You just heard what he said about Kareem. That tells you his thinking, his mind state. Now, down to all the black folks from top of your head, LeBron James, Terrell Owens. Remember how he did T.O.? Ocho Cinco, Richard Sherman, Westbrook, Giannis, John Morant, Deshaun Watson, It can go on and on and on and on and on, right? Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe, Shannon is his boy. Shannon gonna do whatever Skip tells him to do. Shannon feels indebted to Skip Bayless. You know what I'm saying? He feels indebted to Skip. And Shannon got that old mentality. Yassam. That's his mentality. So now, if you look at the other hand, when white athletes get in trouble, or when white people in sports get in trouble in general, Skip Bayless, who is in control of what questions and what topics they have on Undisputed Fox Sports 1, Skip doesn't throw his people under the bus. Very rare. He does it strategically if he wants to, clean up something. He's trying to cover up something. But look at the Chad Wheeler situation. Now, Undisputed covered Deshaun Watson. They covered the mess up. They covered Deshaun Watson. All them accusations, Ray Rice, and so on and so forth. Chad Wheeler, a white NFL player, had a black girlfriend, beat her to within inches of her life. Undisputed didn't even talk about it. Hold on while I blaze. Undisputed, and if they did talk about it, if you can find one clip of them talking about it, I bet you it was only a quick segment, because I ain't heard nothing about it from them. What about the Brett Favre saga? Brett Favre caught stealing money, getting money that didn't belong to him, allegedly, right? How many times Undisputed didn't talked about that, right? Why aren't they drilling this and drilling this and drilling this? Why aren't they talking about this and talking about this and talking about this? Shannon Sharpe is currently being sued by Brett Favre. Why isn't Brett Favre also suing Skip Bayless? No, why? Because Skip no, he ain't finna do it. Shannon had to go rogue. Talk about Brett. Why Skip ain't being sued? They got a show together. They talk about sports together. Why Skip ain't being sued? What about the Jerry Jones saga? Now, y'all remember a few months ago when Jerry Jones got in trouble, where old pictures of Jerry Jones surfaced, the Cowboys owner, old pictures of him surfaced, of him at some protest against integration, against these black kids integrating the school. Jerry Jones was seen in the crowd, right? ESPN First Take talked about it. All these shows talked about it. Guess who decided not to talk about it? That's right, Undisputed. They conveniently went on vacation. Shannon Sharpe took to Twitter. Ooh, I wish we was doing the show today so I can talk about this Jerry Jones saga. They come back from vacation. They say nothing. Nothing about the Jerry Jones situation. But they had everything to say about Kyrie. They had all the smoke for Kyrie Irving. But Kyrie Irving's alleged, Kyrie Irving was so offensive by him retweeting a documentary that's being sold on Amazon. What he did was so offensive. You couldn't turn on television. You couldn't turn on any of the sports shows and them not to be talking about Kyrie Irving. Because it goes back to what I've been trying to tell y'all. America loves a black villain. They always have. And they always will. Skip Bayless understands that. And he's always going to give you a black villain. Always. And Shannon Sharpe will be there to instigate, to play Robin. You know what I'm saying? To Skip's Batman. And allow this man to pick out somebody he wants to torment every year. You understand? This is what he do. They want black men to be the face of everything evil and wicked in this country. Whether it be some type of sexual stuff, like Bill Cosby and R. Kelly and this and that. Meanwhile, they don't talk. Look, we still ain't nobody still ain't went through Jeffrey Epstein's black book. Not yet. Ain't nobody still ain't went through it. Ain't been no prosecutions, nothing. The government got a whole list of names, very important people, high profile people, nothing. But let's talk about Jay-Z and what he might have done. Let's talk about this guy and that guy, what they might have done. See? That's what this country does. And that's why I'm a strong defender of Russell Westbrook. Not because Russ is the realest dude on the planet and I got to rock with Russ. It's because the people that attack Russ have been schooled by this guy right here. Now, they'll never admit it because their pride won't let them admit that this guy right here has schooled them on their hatred. But this guy knows exactly what he's doing. He's been doing it for a long time. He's been manipulating the public for a long time. Okay? You see how he had all this criticism of Giannis. Right? Oh, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Oh, he doesn't impress me. Oh, he all on Twitter. You got to show me, Giannis. Yeah, show me. Like he's somebody to prove something to. Like he's a deity, Skip Bayless. He's something that you have to, he's somebody you have to seek his approval. Yeah, show me, Giannis. Prove to me that you're this and you're that. Right? Highly critical of Giannis. Giannis wins the championship. A week later, Skip Bayless is already tired of talking about Giannis. This man had the audacity to say on Undisputed, after the Bucks won a chip, at this point, I'm starting to have Giannis fatigue. I'm tired. Okay, yeah, you won, great, but I'm tired of you. Why aren't you tired of talking about Russell Westbrook then? You mean you have Giannis fatigue when you put in a position to give credit to a black man? You have Giannis fatigue. But you don't have fatigue when it's time to destroy a black man. You've been talking about LeBron every day for the last 100 years. You've been talking about Russell Westbrook every day for the last 2 years. Every day. Don't matter what the topic is, you bring this man up. Right? That's how hatred is formed, ladies and gentlemen. See? You want to know why the world is still racially charged and all this stuff? You still got racists walking around out here? Because this is how it starts. Kids sit at the dinner table or at the breakfast table. Oh, yeah, those blacks did this. And, oh, yeah, the one right around the corner, that house always got loud music. Yo, those blacks get on my nerve and they're doing this and doing that. And then you got Obama in the office and he's doing this and he's doing that. And Joe Biden's doing this for the blacks. And kids hear all that. Eventually, it's going to penetrate. They're going to start regurgitating what their parents are teaching them. And just like a child, sports fans listen to these guys on television and cannot separate the garbage and trash from the truth. It just can't. You listen to these guys and they drill it in you. They drill it in you. They drill it in your head. Negativity. Before you know it, people start folding. They start cracking under the pressure. Let's go back to the Kareem article for the people that just now might be joining. 1983. That's what Skip Bayless had to say about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when Kareem wrote a book about the racism in his life and what he endured. To be honest, he said, as Kareem surely would be, I was relieved he wasn't around for our 1:15 p.m. interview. After reading his new autobiography, Giant Steps, I was in no mood to play reporter to this racially tormented giant. See, talking about his physical presence. That's jealousy. You see, that's jealousy. Besides, I want to tell you exactly what I think of the book and the man. Frankly, if he had allowed me a half hour of his wisdom, my objectivity might have been colored, if you'll pardon my pun. Kareem called the man colored. He knew exactly what he was doing, and this made it to print. You see what I'm saying? Then he goes on in the article to talk more about Kareem's physical gifts and structure. He's extremely jealous of that. Oh, Kareem's 7'2". Same stuff he does to Giannis. When Giannis had that impressive block on DeAndre Ayton in the NBA Finals, where everybody was praising Giannis for an incredible block, incredible defensive play, guarding Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. Skip Bayless says, "Oh, it wasn't that impressive. It was just like Giannis. It was just a hustle play. It was just a hustle play. I mean, the guy's 6'11". He's got some real long arms. You know, he has those knuckle draggers. You know, it's not impressive." Giannis jumped over Tim Hardaway in an NBA game. Jumped over this man in game and dunked. That goes viral. Everybody's praising Giannis. Skip says, "It's not that impressive to me. It's not, hey, he's a big guy. It's not impressive." Now, see, a lot of y'all not going to get it. Just not going to get it. A lot of y'all just not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get it. But at least ESPN First Take will address a lot of tough issues and tackle tough issues. Don't agree with them all the time, but at least they will tackle these issues. Skip Bayless does his best to avoid these issues if he's going to be put in a situation where he has to be critical of someone that's white. He won't even write him into the script. He'll totally avoid the situation like he did with Jerry Jones. Totally avoid it. But anyway, that's my issue with Skip Bayless. I hope y'all have a better understanding of why I told you I'm on him. Why I told you I'm going to continue to expose Skip Bayless's lies. Because somebody got to do it. Somebody got to counter the propaganda that Skip is putting out here constantly. That's my opinion. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button, y'all. I'm up out of here. Deuces.